Hey, that was weird. Alrighty. Normally I don't like doing it's sunny and hot here. Wow, okay. Yeah, give it about like a good, I don't know, couple of hours. Sadly, I have no one to barbecue. You need to rephrase that, my brother. You're gonna need to rephrase that one. I have a no nothing to barbecue. Because when you say you don't have no one to barbecue, it sounds like you're eating people. I know that's an overthinking moment, but I'm just, I don't want nobody to misread what you're writing down. Or either that, it could also mean that you don't have any, you don't know anybody who's barbecuing at the moment to go visit them, and I will say, July 4th is definitely one of the food holidays. All my loved ones that barbecue are gone. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yo, man, I ain't gonna like, bro. That's definitely something to mourn. And it's like, it's not even that they're dead. It's just that they don't barbecue no more, or they're just not within they're not within like reach. I totally get it. I used to have when I was back a couple of Thanksgivings ago. I have like family like all around the city, so we would just go from like house to house, just like getting as much food as we could. We have like so many. We come home with so many plates. Nice shirt, nice. I feel like that's a slight, but nah, it's not. I should know. I should wait for you to actually do a slight before I assume that everything you say is a slight. But yeah, thanks for that. Japanese Spider-Man died. What does that mean? The actor? Are you saying the actor, or like the actual show, or the? You can't just say stuff like that. You can't just be like Japanese Spider-Man died, because like now I'm thinking either the actor, I megabytes. Uh, yeah, the actor is dead. That's rough. You talking about like the very first one, the very first actor who ever played Japanese Spider Man? Like he passed away? Because that kind of bummed me out a little bit. Also, I don't know. I don't think you'll be able to like. I don't think you'll be able to I don't think you'll be able to like type his name out up in here, because for some strange reason it does this weird translator thing. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. I sent it in the group chat. Got it. By the way, me and Bane of Reckoning, we have a group chat. That's why I know him. But that's why that does kind of bum me out. It's like I wonder how big of a star he knew he was when he passed away. Like I wonder if he like looked back on it all and just be like, yeah, I was cool. I was cool. I'm a cool dude. Because he is. He's a cool guy. Like being a fan of Tokusatsu is like oh wait, I know who this dude is. Hikaru Kurosaki. Yo, I know who this dude is. The emissary of hell has left us. There were three deaths back to back to back. Yeah, like, being a Tokusatsu fan is having to just sort of accept the fact that at some point these people are going to die, because and it's like especially when because like Tokusatsu like goes back to like the 70s, if not like maybe like the late 60s, I want to say. So it's like if you were a fan of like old school Tokusatsu from like back then, you have to just sort of accept the possibility that at least some of those actors are like either really old now and can't act no more, or on their way out. and this kind of bums me out a little bit. Like it always sort of surprises me that tokusatsu in America essentially started in like the '90s, and we still got like we still have like some of our old Power Rangers. We still have David Yost, Walter Jones, Austin St. John. I remember when Kiba from Fi's actor passed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I didn't know he died until I looked him up. I didn't know he died until like after we watched the show and I looked him up. Then Raditz Arthur passed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like being a fan of like tokusatsu is just basically sort of accepting a possibility that these cats are probably are most likely going to go. They're going to go. And what's even more crazy is how a lot of tokusatsu actors are unproblematic. I mean, I'm not familiar with like Japanese like practices or politics or anything like that, but you never really hear. Oh yeah, by the way, these guys are like hardcore right wingers or cruel people or just mean. Like I remember growing up and like it's like you never really hear anything bad about. Yeah, most of them seem normal. So it's like them dying hurts even more because it's like they weren't like you don't have the like in America, all of our we have a chance to say good riddance to a lot of people that we see that are heroes because they come across because like somewhere down the line they're just messed up people. It's crazy how a lot of them are frequently brought back to act, bro. That's great. Like, yeah, I love that. I love that. I love when an actor reprises their role from like long ago. Like I used to. One of the biggest reasons why I was such a big fan of Jason David Frank was because whenever they say, "Hey man, we need Tommy," he's like, "I'm in. I'm right there. I got you. What you need." You know what I'm saying? It was because like that's one of his biggest roles that he ever had. And he's like he was still committed to it. Like that's something Trance's actor was in Live Man, Jetman, and Die Ranger, all as different characters. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Tranza. That was I'm trying to think like what was the dude name in Car Ranger? What was the dude? It was Car Ranger or Die Ranger, but he was in a couple of them too. I think I'm overthinking it, but like I remember when he came back. This guy. I wish he knew the strength we would have sent so he could still be here. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's just like it's one of those things that is just like being a Tokusatsu fan and like just sort it hurts like it really does, especially because like the old school actors from like way back, like because you got to remember like Tokusatsu was a thing in the '70s. You know what I'm saying? The '70s is like what 50 years ago. A lot of Power Rangers actors always in some. Honestly, like the only person who I hear who's in the only people who I hear who are like problematic right now, the only person who I ever heard who like is problematic right now is Austin St. John, but that's only because of the PPP loan thing, and maybe because of the time where he tried to sell the shirt with the Mustache Man quotes, and it was like, dude, no, it's like because Godzilla is technically a toku. It's is it though? I feel like tokus involve people. You know what I'm saying? It has to involve people. Godzilla ain't no person. Godzilla is a Godzilla is a giant lizard thing. I mean, it is when you think about it, like special effects heavy, like production wise. Yeah, it's special effects heavy. People in costumes having to do like the production of version of it is makes it a toku to me. But like when I think of toku, I don't think Godzilla. I think yeah, Kamen Rider. Then again, that's just. I mean, technically, yeah, toku. Yeah, Godzilla is toku. You know what? You're right. You're not wrong. Ricardo Medina killed somebody. Who's Ricardo Medina? Oh right, yeah, the Red Ranger. The Red Ranger, yeah. It was a self defense, wasn't it? It was a self defense. Like I keep hearing, I heard about that case before. I think it was like one of those things. I think that was like one of those. It was like circumstantial or something like that. I don't know, but like I'm not gonna ever like. I was watching this show actually. I was watching this show called. Trust me, this is gonna make sense in the context. I was actually watching a show where it was called Wentworth, right? And it was about this show about like ladies going to jail, and it was about ladies like it was like Australian. It was Australian women in jail. I think it was or like some sort of European or something like that. And one of the actors in there, his brother was the Red Ranger who passed away a little while back. I forget his brother's name, but the actor's name was Pua Magasiva, and his brother was the Red Ranger who died uh, recently. I forget his name. I know his last name is Magasiva, But like it was just one of those things that kind of like just sort of got to me. And the reason why is because every single time you hear, there was a time where every single time I heard about a Red Ranger, something was happening. And but yeah, it's just like, but it's like, it really, but that's the reason why I say like in Japan, like I don't know if these people are problematic in Japan, but the original actors in Japan, they just come across as like really cool people. So when they pass away, it's like, when they pass away, it kind of bums you out because it's like they were so cool when they were alive. Whereas in America, when our heroes die, we have a chance to say good riddance because they're like ridiculously problematic the more they get to know them. Is like, you find out that they're just like just some of the least likable people. And it's like, come on, man. Like, why? For what? For what, man? Like being a fan of Hulk Hogan, for instance, right? Like, it's like you go your entire life basically telling yourself that Hulk Hogan is the man, Hulk Hogan, like Hulk rules, and then you find out that he doesn't. And then he died. By the time he dies, there's only like so many people who still like him afterwards. It's just like it's one of those things you just can't appreciate. You can't appreciate a lot of stuff like that in America, man. It's crazy. It's like there's no heroes in America, from what I gather. Maybe I'm overthinking it though. All right, I got three people up in here. Let's see. Let's see. Bane the Reckoning, Emperor Megas, and a third person who isn't saying anything is either Truant or Jovi. Because Jovi did say she wasn't gonna. She is still support, but she won't talk as much. And that's her preference. I understand. Or it could be a troll. I don't know. This is normally a troll. Shout out to Jovi though. She got her power back on. I was doing a little bit of slight coverage about that a little while ago, but yeah, she did get her power back on. The storm passed. Thankfully, everything is okay from what I gathered. Some of them turned out to be genuinely pieces of yes. Some of them, some. It's like it really sucks it really sucks having heroes. Because it's like you kind of just sort of have to. They're either just enough of a crappy person that to make you hate them, or if you love them enough, you're willing to ignore the crappiness that they do because like, oh, it can't be that bad. Like I got biases when it comes to like there's people that I adore that I am openly biased for. That I'm like to me, it's not that they can do no wrong, is that they do enough right that I can ignore the wrong, so to speak. For instance, like the whole Smith family. I'm talking Will, Jada, Willow, and Jaden, the whole Smith family. I got nothing but love for them. Never met them a day in my life. I was just a really big fan of Will Smith growing up. You couldn't you couldn't tell me that they're terrible people. I wouldn't listen to you. Because of the fact that they come across as unproblematic as far as like outside the grand scheme of things. I hate how much of a fan of Snoop Dogg I am that I'm willing to need to start Project Red. How? How do I do that? Where's the link? Shoot the link. Shoot the link. Because if I got to pay for something, I can't watch it. Okay, I'm broke. Kane and Undertaker. Yeah, of course, Kane. I'm not a fan of Kane and Undertaker anymore. I mean, I feel like Undertaker is his whole. I feel like his soul ain't in it. Skylar DeLeon, who is just an extra, who was sentenced to life in prison without parole for orchestrating 2004. What? Skylar, wait, hold on. Wait, is that? Oh, okay. Wait, I know who you're talking about. I just never got their name. Hold on. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that dude used to be. Yeah, he was in Mighty Morphin. Yeah, I remember reading about that. Yeah, I remember reading about that. Yeah, that was the thing. That was a long time ago. He was in Mighty Morphin. That's how a lot of women are with Chris Brown. They ignore all that guy stuff. That's the thing. It's like I will say this straight up when it comes to he was only on like one episode. Yeah, Sherry Swiss. If old Trump could start Project 2025 with dementia, you should start your project now. I appreciate that, Miss Sherry Swiss. I hope that you're a lady. I God, is Sherry can Sherry also be a dude's name? I appreciate that, Sherry Swiss. Thank you. Oh boy, I hope I didn't mess that up. God, I'm making this awkward. But when he said Project Red is a series is a show, a Japanese show. That's what he's talking about. Like I in order for me to like watch the show, I would have to like I don't know how to watch the show. Like I don't know how to go about doing that. But I agree with you though. It's like if the Heritage Project can start Project 2025 because it wasn't just Trump. It was a group effort. My God, but they are old. They are all old. So it's like yeah, if they can definitely do something, then I agree. I should definitely be able to start a project as well. That is very motivating, and I appreciate that very much. Man, I hope I didn't mess that up. Sherry, like the name Sherry. I've always grew up with the name Sherry being a woman's name. So if I misgendered you, I apologize. God, am I really? I'm making this into a bigger thing than it is. I'm okay. Let me just roll it back. Thank you very much for the advice, Sherry Swiss. Ugh, I'm socially awkward, bro. I really am. Shout out to the 5 people that are in here right now. I am genuinely surprised by that. I heard good stuff about Red. I bet it is, bro. It's Toku. Name one bad Toku. Don't do that. Don't disrespect my chat like that. Don't disrespect my chat like that. Because I honestly don't think that any Toku is bad. I heard the Power Rangers comics actually go hard. They do. They do. Hold on. Wait. Actually, let me hold on. Wait. Because you can actually on the comic website that I'm on, you can actually um like read the comic on there. Oh boy, hold on. I want to say it's on there because I want to say they did used to do Boom Studios. I don't know if they still do Boom Studios, but like I do know, yeah. But the comic actually do go hard. I think the only reason why I stopped reading it was because it felt too different from the show. Like it might be a red from Mighty Morphin, yellow from Lightspeed. Yeah. They do that. Wait. I think that they do that. I forgot. I haven't read it in so long. Oh my god, bro. There's so much stuff that I forgot about stuff. Like I've indulged in so much stuff that I genuinely forgot things. Like I'm. That's how much you ever like realize exactly. You ever like sit back and like wonder about the stuff that you've genuinely forgotten about. Like there's an entire compendium. Like they said the human brain can contain like 17 computers worth of information. The Baki creator made Yujiro humiliate the Japanese prime minister. That's what you get for taking down. That's what you get for taking down Super Sentai. Dang right. That's what you do. That's what you do. She has something to do with it. I don't care. I don't care. Wait, hold on. Wait. I just realized something. Wait, can he get in trouble for that? Looking back, Karen Ashley was pretty shafted. I don't know what that means. What do you mean shafted? As in like she was short, or was she just like not given a lot of opportunities? I don't. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. I don't speak millennial. I just found out what that means, what millennial is, and I'm gonna actually see if I can like find because I want to say Boom Studios is a publisher on Comics Plus. Dang, I don't think they're on there anymore. Hold on. But it used to be Boom Studios used to be on there. Oh no, is it Boom Studios or Dynamite something? Hold on. It's got something to do with explosions. It's more of a boomer term. I don't know it. Yeah, but he still explain the context though, because I don't understand Shafted. Um, why you do? Is it Dynamite Entertainment? Hold on, because I don't see Boom Studios on here no more. It's one thing I can't stand. I hate the one thing I don't like about this comic website is one thing I don't like about this comic website is that like they apparently just have like they have like such a limitations when they have such a limitation when it comes to how many publishers that they can have that they end up like getting rid of certain publishers. They didn't really give the character much compared to others. Yeah, of course not. You expected them to? This is like the '90s too. She was a black girl. Like it's really Karen Ashley is Black history because of the fact that she's literally like the first black woman superhero. Like name another black not the first black woman superhero, but the first black woman superhero in American television. Like name somebody before her. Shafted is when someone gets cheated out of something they otherwise deserve. Yeah, he brought that up too. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's the '90s. The fact that she even managed to like make it on there is a miracle in itself. Because holy crap, like you got to it boggles my mind because like there was a time where like even during peak racism, they were still trying to like push multiculturalism into works of fiction. I remember like when every other TV show used to have this thing where they would like have like where they would have like even like gangs, right? And the gangs would be like multicultural. So they have like a white guy in there, a black guy in there, a brown guy in there, and sometimes even an Asian dude up in there, just to sort of just show that even though these guys are about to rough you up, they believe in diversity. That it was wild. It was a little bonkers to me. If you go and look at the movie, they didn't even show her getting in the Zord. Like, I don't watch the old stuff no more. I don't watch the old stuff no more. Ever since when uh when Jason David Frank died, I don't know. That's just that's something that I do. Like when I that was when I think I remember telling y'all like when Pedro Aguayo Jr. died, I didn't watch Lucha Libre for like almost a decade. And if you know me, you know how much I like Lucha Libre. Dang, Power Rangers ain't on the site no more. Okay. But yeah, like I said, I don't follow the old stuff no more. But like, I don't know what it is, but it's like when somebody dies, it's just part of me just gets really, really, I don't know, not distance from it, but it's like I just need I can't remind myself about it. Just yet. I don't know what it is, but it was kind of like that when it was kind of like that when I was watching I was watching Kamen Rider Stronger before I found out that the person who was in Kamen Rider Stronger died, and I'm like I can't like, but then again, also because Rider Fan just completely just dipped off of YouTube and as like my homeboy just would not stop reminding me about that. Hey, remember when Rider Fan used to be on YouTube? Shut up, man. Shut up. Yeah. Do you still watch after Tui Trong died? I didn't. I didn't. But also after when Tui Trong died, I was a child then, and we didn't even have access to a television. So like whenever all the times where I would actually like watch television, I would have to go over to like my cousin's house or like my grandma's house to watch TV, and they would watch stuff on their TV. That's why how for the longest time we didn't even know she died. Yeah, that was the thing. Like I wasn't aware that she did die, but like when she did die, that's ironically another time when I stopped. I couldn't. It's not that I stopped watching on my own free will as much as it was just like I couldn't watch anything because I didn't have a television. And like I grew up poor. I really need y'all like I really I hope that resonates. I hope that that's like made clear. I grew up super poor. Okay, like really 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 poor. Like like we that's why I can live in these conditions that I'm living in. You probably might be thinking to yourself, "Oh, he lives in squalor." It's like, yeah, because this is my life. This is how I grew up. This is how I grew up. This is just another day in the office for me. The Godzilla versus Power Rangers comic was wrong as hell for having her character make a comment about a character not wearing a seatbelt. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that, and that's not the first time they did that either. They did a to promote the movie. I don't know if you remember, but to promote the movie, they actually had like another they had like another thing where they actually had the Yellow Ranger like kind of like in this promotional picture, and it literally said "Fasten your seatbelts," and it's like, don't do that. It's like, don't do that. Also, one thing that would always hurt me about the Yellow Ranger was that like, they had another person who's going to play a Yellow Ranger before her, and like she was really good. She was like really talented, and I think the only reason why she didn't do it was because I think either her boyfriend told her to not do it, or she was going to school or something. It was like there was a big thing about it, but it was like she was supposed to be the, I think her name was Audrey something, Audrey Marciano, something like that. But yeah, like the Yellow Ranger thing is kind of, the Yellow Ranger was, I don't want to say cursed, but like the Yellow Ranger has things with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the Yellow Ranger from the first ever Sentai series, Himitsu Sentai Gorenja, the Yellow Ranger from that, he was typecasted and made fun of because he was pushed as the fat guy, and he ended his life because of that. Like it was Godzilla crossed over with Power Rangers before Sentai. I'm not surprised. Man, they really did take Boom Studios out of wow, Boom Studios got some cool stuff up in here. Shoot, look into Boom Studios, man. Yeah, they really did. Like that's one thing I kind of do hate about this site, though, man. Like what they do is that they will literally like they'll have like so many publishers, and then you have to like they have to get rid of some, and it's like they get rid of them. Dang, I'm a little annoyed by that, honestly. They really did get rid of them. Dang, man. This is just like when they got rid of Zombie Tramp. The Pink Ranger moved to Canada and joined a SWAT team. Yeah, yeah. I remember. Well, and wait, is that real? Because I remember her being in a show. I remember her being in the show Flashpoint, where she was a part of a SWAT team in the show. But I don't know if she ever did that in real life. That would be kind of cool if she did. Yeah, I remember her being in that. Yeah, I remember her being in that show. If Absolute Martian Manhunter was named something else, it wouldn't be as popular. What does that mean? Because it's different. Because is it really different? Yeah, she was in Flashpoint. Yeah, that's what I remember. Like I remember she was I remember because like Amy Jo Johnson, like after Power Rangers, she got like she was in a lot of stuff. Like she was in this movie I remember called Susie Q, where she played a ghost, where she basically like played a ghost, and she was like I think she was like trying to find out how she died or something. Yeah, Amy Jo Johnson got her like she got a resume. She had to retire because I'm pretty sure she just got tired of her phone blowing up. Hey, you put you in another thing. Godzilla crossover with Kamen Rider and Ultraman, but not Sentai. Honestly, that tracks a little bit. That tracks a little bit. It is kind of weird that Godzilla never really like got a chance to team up with a Megazord. I would love to see like a Mecha Godzilla inspired Megazord. I don't know. I didn't know that. She directed some episodes of Superman and Lois, if I could remember correctly. That's what I'm saying. Amy Jo Johnson, she got a record, man. She not a record. She has like a resume. Like she was working. Like I want to say her between her and David Yost, because David Yost was also like doing like behind the camera stuff as well. Absolute Martian Manhunter separate the two. It's absolute best comic in recent years, but it's nothing like Martian Manhunter. Shoot, Bane of Reckoning really loves the Absolute Universe. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I actually sat down and I read some of Absolute Wonder Woman a little while ago, and it was not like it's not bad. But if it wasn't Martian Manhunter, it probably wouldn't get publicity. And this is a thing too that I don't like. I don't like the idea of original projects having to sort of like latch on to something in order to get attention. I'm not a fan of that because if Dragon Ball Evolution was named something else, if Dragon Ball Evolution was like named something else, it probably wouldn't be considered the worst movie because it wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't Dragon Ball. How's it going, Eddie Checo? Um, but if it was this is the reason why so many people do alternate versions of well-established characters. No man, in Absolute Martian Manhunter, it gets wild at times. I'm not taking anything away. I'm not disagreeing with that. Also, when I think of the Superman live action shows, the Superman live action shows, I always think of that one lady who was in Nexium. Just call me Eddie Check. The O zero at the end was because Eddie Check was taken. Okay. Um, are you from Czechoslovakia? Because when I see the word Czech, I just immediately assume that I whoa, Boom Studios got some stuff, bro. What is this? Black Badge? Something is killing the children. I'm on the Boom Studios website right now, and like I'm looking at the Boom Studios website right now, and it's like they got some bangers up in here, bro. Like I really want this thing to do. I really want this stuff to do well. They got some good looking stuff up in here. Is it Genie Alvaro? I mean, despite Despero tells you, "Hey, you have the power now. How are you going to take it? Take a pair of scissors and cut this part of the page off." Look that up, bro. What are you talking? Wait, what do you be? Despero? Do you know Cassandra Nova? I do not know Cassandra Nova. I don't really follow a lot of like. I don't follow like a lot of live action stuff no more. Like as much as I'm not a. I read. The only thing, the biggest thing I do with fiction right now is like read comics when I can. Like I'm right now reading Justice Society of America. For what it's worth, Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm from Michigan. The Czech is from my name. Yeah, Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore, but it's like that's why it'd be kind of cool to like encounter somebody who actually is from there. Bro, these are some good comics, man. Oh my god, I'm a little annoyed by the fact that I'm a little annoyed that we don't see them in the. God, why is it not on the site no more, bro? This is messing me up, man. This is messing me up. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. Cassandra Nova, Professor X from X Men's Evil Twin Sis. Wait. Professor X has a. This is a stupid question. Professor X has family, like siblings. Desperos breaks the fourth wall and tries to encourage you to cut a piece of the comic you're reading right now. But like as I was saying though, is I once again like I always go back to like Dragon Ball Evolution because Dragon Ball Evolution wasn't a bad movie. It was just people watched this expecting Dragon Ball and they didn't get Dragon Ball. So of course they're gonna be like, it's not Dragon Ball. Why you call it Dragon Ball? I'm getting rid of it. No like. Dragonite is Xavier's half brother. See, I know that, but I know that they're half brothers. But I didn't know that he had like more siblings. That's like telling me that Wolverine has a cousin somewhere who's like black or something. I don't know. But let's see. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Is that Catwoman, for instance? Catwoman wasn't a bad movie either. You know what I'm saying? Catwoman had his weird moments, but I think the reason why is because people were suspecting Selena Kyle and they got what was her name? Paula or something. If Dragon Ball Evolution had been called anything else, it would still be disliked, just not as much. That's what I'm saying. It would still be because it would just be a normal movie. Nobody would have went there. Catwoman was awful. Yeah, whatever. I liked it. I don't care. I liked it. I genuinely don't care how other people feel about it. Cassandra is everything Xavier doesn't stand for. I feel like you've been see. This is why I keep telling you that you need to like make content because of the fact that you like this right here, this conversation here, this thing. I didn't even know that Professor X had a sister. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he had a twin. It's like, was she always like in the picture? Is this, or is she just like new character just dropped kind of situation? Because like I've never heard of Cassandra Nova before this. Like that's gonna mess my head up a little bit. Ah man, because that said, Dragon Ball Evolution is the reason Toriyama came back and gave us Battle of Gods. She's been around since the 80s and 90s. Oh, like I said, this is news to me. But then again, like unfortunately, I do not follow. I'm not proud to say that I do not follow Marvel that much, but like I do not follow Marvel that much. She is responsible for deaths of millions of mutants. Yeah, you got to pack her up. Was also really really glad. I'm glad you could appreciate it though. It's not that I think that the movie is great. It's not like I liked Catwoman because of the fact that first of all I'm a big Halle Berry fan. Halle Berry can act in anything, and I will definitely appreciate it. But like the reason why I like Catwoman was because first of all it's a woman who has abilities of a cat. It made sense. But but in the case of Dragon Ball Evolution, the reason why I say that I got one like up in here and like five people up in here. That's crazy. But like the reason why I say that Dragon Ball Evolution is like not that bad is because like it wasn't a bad movie. It's like there was I don't think that there was anything wrong with it. I think it was just like I don't think that there was anything wrong with it. Also, you got to pack up this Cassandra person. You should read Marvel's Silver Age. It completely mocks DC's. Um, are you using the word mog? Oh my god, no, we don't do that. I like a lot of terrible films. Oh my god, don't say mog, man. Don't say mog. That's such a like because that clavicular dude made that term up, man. We don't come on. I take it you're a fan. I take it you're a fan of it though. But this is what I'm saying though is that like she did that because she has dedicated her life to ruining everything her brother stands for out of spite. Oh God, what is this? Is she like just like her brother's arch nemesis or something? Does she just like genuinely hate like Xavier and is like, I'm gonna ruin your day. I'm gonna make your socks wet. Ooh, I'm gonna make your socks wet. I'm gonna have you have like a small headache on the side of your head, like right here. I'm gonna is like going. I'm gonna like leave just an inch of juice in the gallon of juice in your refrigerator, bro. That gets so no wait y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all had that before, right? Where it's like there's a there's a juice container and it's not transparent, so there's like an inch of juice up in there, and you think okay, no big deal. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my last bit of juice, and it's just like the bottom inch of a cup. She literally hates Xavier. Why? What did he do? Let me guess. He was the favorite child, right? Was he favored? Did she like want mommy and dad's attention and he was the one who got all of it? Or oh wait. Or I mean, is it jealousy? Is it jealousy? It's gotta be jealousy. That's the only thing I can think of. Like sibling rivalry is almost always jealousy. Cavigula didn't create the term mog. He definitely popularized it more though. Did I say he created it? I thought it was just I meant to say he's like he just used it a lot and I don't like it. And he uses the power and fought back. She did that because she has dedicated her life to ruining everything her brother stands for. She literally hates him. Okay, what did she do? Hey RC, how's it going, man? Ryan in basketball. I swear this dude comes up in here with a new name every time. Every time, man. It's like yeah, it's like that Barney meme where Mo throws Barney out the bar, and Barney comes back in, and he got like he got a different disguise. Hey, what's up? It's Charlie and Craig. How you doing? Shout out to Charlie and Craig. I don't have a soundboard. Um, but like, what did she? Is it? I'm using my government name. How funny? How is that funny though? No, it's funny to me because it's like every single time you pop up, it's always like under a different name. It's like it's like it's a lot like an old school cartoon bit where somebody will like get some like if somebody will try to get us out of a building and they put on like a fake mustache and then get and still get left and then they put on another disguise and they still get left and it's like another disguise. That's what the different names is. Is that like I've gotten so used to seeing you with different names that I now know it's you just from like seeing you. She tried to kill him in the womb. Okay, once again, what's the hate? I need to know. I need to know the why. I'm aware that she hates this dude now, but now I'm like, where did it come from? Was she just evil and he just happened to be nearby? Is this the case? Is this like Goku and Broly, where it's like he was crying too dang loud and he was just pissed off about it or something? Like what's going on? The body has caused a lot of fighting in a the baby has caused a lot of fighting in a relationship, but we're still getting by and baby is doing okay. I understand that sounds normal actually. That definitely sounds normal. That sounds like a normal thing that happens with every couple. Like, the baby comes in and all of a sudden discussions start to get a little bit more, testy. I totally yeah, I'm genuinely not surprised by that. I hope that everything turns out well though. But like, kind of, is like they learned the hard way. They couldn't trust her. She's just evil for the sake of being evil. Even Magneto despises her. They learned the hard way. They couldn't trust her. Who's they? My bad for double posting. Nah, man, it happens, dude. It's no big deal. I'm trying to look up this Cassandra person. So she's just evil for the sake of being evil. Okay, so I'm guessing she's gonna be like, I'll give it like a couple of years. She's gonna be everybody's like favorite character. Xavier used his psychic powers to preemptively attack her while they were still in the womb. Oh, okay. Okay. So wait, so did Professor X just know that she was gonna be evil and was like, yo, we gotta knock this chick out? She was a parasitic twin. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, she was trying to kill Xavier and he blasted her. In the womb? Bro, like imagine scrapping and you're not even like you're not even fully formed yet and y'all already scrapping. That's wild. Man, that's bonkers, bro. That's bonkers. It's like this is a video. This is video that I saw on Threads of these two kittens. They literally just got born, and they're just like just going at it. Just bah, 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 bah. They literally can't see. They literally they can't see, and then just bah, 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 bah. Everyone wants to treat him like a doll. Our sleep patterns have been destroyed. She blames me for trying, but not trying on the exact same level as her. Sometimes I am beyond exhausted. Yeah, that sounds like a couple. That sounds like a relationship, dog. That's. I'm sorry to hear that though, but that definitely does sound like a relationship for sure. Uh, she's been around for decades. This is my first. Like, why did they not ever put her in like any of the movies? Like, Professor X never even brought her up once. Like, wow, it's like, Professor X, you have any family? Nah, bro, I'm by myself out here. You feel me? By myself, solo dolo. What's good? You got like so no brothers, no sisters. I mean, like I got a brother, sorta. What's your brother like? Fat. Cassandra is Momo Dry, an astral spirit that represents a person's ultimate opposite or shadow. Okay. I think you're looking her up. I got a brother. I mean, like he cool until he's not. Do you have any sisters? Nah. So no twins. Nah, bro. I'm sorry. It's just something to think about. That's something to think about. Like, man, nope. She was injected with empathy at one point, and it only gave her joy at understanding the pain she causes. Expressed no remorse for her crimes. Yeah, that's definitely somebody that everybody's gonna like in the future. But she doesn't work, and I do work 2 jobs, so it's harder for me to always do everything she does. Like I might change 2 or 3 diapers. Yikes. Yeah, this is I feel really I definitely empathize with your situation, but like I really appreciate you like like telling this stuff to me, but you do realize that like other people might read this, right? Like I'm not trying to like hey by all means vent, but like you do realize that like I might get some judgmental people up in here that's going to probably read what you're saying and you're trying to grow braids, cornrows, locks, dreads. Nah, I don't. I just like having hair. I think it would kind of suck to have a twin. Probably not. That sounds like a lot, man. Yeah, it really does. Like she was injected with empathy, and she's just like, wow, I do that to people. Oh man, let's see what else I can do. This empathy stuff is amazing. Give me some more of this so I can know exactly how much more. This is what I do to people. This is how they feel, bro. I need to do this more often. Get these skibbity paps. You know who is heavily underutilized character? Raditz. Well, Raditz is dead. I only say that because I think about it. He's Goku's brother. Raditz is dead. Raditz to Goku is what psychosis is to Rey Mysterio. And that hurts me to like hear. That hurts me to say. Because like, yeah, psychosis deserves more. First baby, you might want to become a dreadhead at some point. That's not happening. I don't want to get myself locked up. I'll get my hair braided before I get it like locked. I would get it like braided just so I can undo it at times, but I would never get it locked up. No. I get it is a public forum. I'm not, yeah, that's the thing. I'm not saying that like to say, I'm not telling you not to vent. I'm just saying that like, I get haters in here sometimes. And the last thing I want, like I can deal with the haters coming after me, but it's like I would hate for them to like understand your situation and then like come after you. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, but by all means, if you need to vent, by all means vent. But it's like, hey, I get it. It's I mean, well, I understand. I'm not gonna say I get it because I've never been in that situation before. But like, shoot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would hate for somebody to come after you and be like, "You should have picked better." You know what I'm saying? Because people are mean like that. Who remember the original movie where the other me with a clump? The other me. I've never heard of that. Is that a is that like a little is that like a long time ago? The other me. Nope. Wait. I know what this is. I've never seen it, but I know what this is. You talking about the one for the Disney Channel? Yeah. Okay. I know. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it before. I think. Yeah. Like I said, that was definitely around the time when I didn't have a TV. By the way, completely random question: would y'all ever clone yourselves? That's gonna be a question. Hold on. Let me start that real quick. Let me get that started real quick. Do, 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 do. You gotta really sell it. You wanna live. I haven't heard of that one. Yeah, I'm looking it up now, and it's like I remember seeing, I remember seeing like little trailers for this, but I never saw the actual movie. So, wow, somebody said, yeah, really quickly. Yo, I would so I could take a rest from working. I get that. As much as you don't like it, Invincible shows how that would be a bad idea for me. Yeah, I get that, but a lot of shows can do that. Screw Invincible. I remember trying to watch the 78 Star Wars film and was viciously unimpressed. All I wanted was to make fun of the oddity characters. Which film are you talking about? With the clone being an adult or an infant? I feel like in this, for context, it would just be it will be an adult like you. That there's these guys who are twins, but turns out they're actually clones of an original guy. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like that's like the biggest issue is that, like, if you clone somebody, then at some point they're going to be like, I'm the real one, and it's going to be like, no, I'm the real one because you're the clone, and it's like, nah, I'm the real one, you're the clone, and like, no, don't do that, don't do that. They both argue over who is a and hate each other. Yeah, that sounds about right. Wait, did I just nail that? Did I just nail it? Oh God. Star Wars from 1978. Okay, okay, I get it. Oh, easy, calm down. All caps signify yelling, My clone would bring in all the money, but my clones are smarter, right? No, no, no. I feel like I mean, clones are in this context, for the sake of context, they're capable of getting smarter, but they're not smarter from jump. Like, I do feel like, if you do enslave your clones, they probably might do a bit of a uprising, and that would be bad. I do feel like, if you enslave your clones or just like start making them do work for you, they'll probably like commit an uprising or something. They'll probably be like, hold on, wait a minute. Why I gotta do the thing that you don't want? Whoa, is that what my whoa? No, 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 no. I mean, that's not lighting. That's my hands are really. Ooh, hold on. Dang. Uh, I love Star Wars, but it's not for everyone. Yeah, like, give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta. Yeah, I'll be right back. I am all over the place right now, and I apologize for that. Ugh. Gundam Seed show how bad cloning is. Gundam Seed, is that the one? No, is that the one where wait, Gundam Seed. Oh, wait. Is that the one like not too long after Wing? The only Gundam I'm familiar with is Gundam Wing and the one where uh mm, the this hand of mine. I would be okay cloning myself if clone wasn't sentient. Like, if it was just a comatose body used as an organ backup. Okay, that's demented. That's a little terrifying. Ralao Crisset wants to destroy humanity because he's a clone that was neglected and his body started degrading. God dog. I mean, it's justified because he was abused. Seed is the one with Kira. Yeah, I don't think I saw Seed. I don't think I saw Seed. I'll be right back, y'all. My hand is ashy. Give me a second. The Island. I remember that movie. Is the Island the one where that dude comes at you with a suit and he's like, "Welcome to the island where your fantasies will come true." And there's like a little guy, and happy Fourth to you, Cyclops TV. This always makes me uneasy. Nah, like I'm trying to. Which one was the island? What was the island? Okay, there we go. You just keep rubbing. He rubs the lotion on his skin. No, that's Fantasy Island. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, he rubs his lotion on his skin, but it still feels dry. I feel like there's a philosophical reason for that. G Gundam. I remember G Gundam. This hand of mine. Yeah, I just forgot the name for a second. I'm gonna remember it now because that's the Gangsta Gundam. Shining. Also, like I would love to be in like I would love to be in that kind of situation, that kind of scenario. I just think that that would be like really cool. Like that really like G Gundam was probably the coolest Gundam I've ever seen. Cause like I like the completely unrealistic idea of the Gundam just literally just like masking your abilities and stuff. That one dude who's like a boxer. The island is about an island full of clones that were created to be organ donors for their originals. That is terrifying. That is crazy. God, man, being a clone would suck. Being a clone would suck if that's what your future is. Yo, that is terrible. Chibbity Cricket was a real American. Yes, he was. Shout out to Chibbity Cricket. Well, that's spoiling it. Spoiling what? This sounds like this anime Vandred a bit. Yeah, it is actually. I actually watched Vandred. It was really good. I liked Vandred. It's basically the same concept, but it doesn't. But like your body is you're when you're piloting it, your body is ultimately kind of like just sort of Chippy Crockett. Yeah, I know. Chippy Cricket sounds funnier. It was a sled. Yes, it was. But not like I remember. I actually watched Vandred, and but yeah, like the dude, I think his name was Bart. Bart would like actually like he would use his whole body to kind of like pilot the ship. And he was like, and the funny thing about it is that like he was a pilot on accident. Like I think he just fell into the cockpit and just was so naturally good at it that he eventually became the pilot of the ship. Clones are mostly evil sometimes because they want to be the only relevant. That could be the case. That could be the case if I feel like the thing about the concept of clones wanting to be the relevant is because you don't necessarily like tell them, you don't teach them individuality. You just teach them that they're a part of you, and they're like, well, if I'm a part of you, then I should be you. And it's like, no, dude, you can be yourself too, man. It's all good. It's like I feel like that's I feel like there's some kids who probably do that stuff to their parents. You know, it's like going, I'm the more important one, and it's like, dude, chill. You're just you. I'm me. We're good. Because I mean, if you really think about it, twins are clones. No, wait, no, twins are clones. No. Twins are clones. Are twins clones? No, they share the similar. I think they share similar genetic makeup. No, no, hold on. Are twins clones? Give me a second. I mean, they do. Genetically speaking, they are the same person. Genetically speaking, they are the same person. But like, I mean, they're different people, obviously. But like genetically, That's what happened with Dipper's clones on Gravity Falls. You watch Gravity Falls? Every single time every new thing I learn about you is cool, Jovi. I never seen one episode of Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls finale messed me up. I didn't even know you watched Gravity Falls, Jovi. No, they just started the same. They developed differently through identical twins have different fingerprints, for example. Oh, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I wouldn't have never guessed that. But I do feel like when you teach like a clone individuality, twin has the face, but the personalities can be different. Oh, absolutely. I actually knew twins. I have twins in my family. I have a set of twins in my family, completely different people, but they're also like fraternal. So it's like you couldn't tell looking at them, but like they hung out a lot. But they hung out together a lot, but they were like two different people. It's kind of wild to see that. It's kind of wild to see fraternal twins who are so different and they hang out with each other, and there's like, but there's like you're around the same environment, but you respond to it in such different ways. It's actually like a really cool testament to just how individualism kind of works. You're literally born at the same time, you interact with the same thing, but you respond to it differently because they're not the same person. It's actually kind of cool to see. But I've encountered so many identical twins in my life. It's actually really cool. Fraternal twins were never the same being, though. But what I'm simply saying is that, like, I'm not saying that they're the same being. I'm just talking about the fact that it's like, when it comes to that sort of like, when it comes to that sort of thing, it's just kind of like, I think it's kind of cool to think about. There were different eggs. I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not saying that they were the same being. I'm just saying you're literally born around the same time, and you're literally born with this person, but y'all respond to certain things differently. It's just I think that that's just like that's a testament to just how people just are. Not everybody's gonna everybody's gonna see things differently. Shoot, give me a sec. I'm still looking at these. I'm also looking at these publishers too, because there's some publishers who's been here forever. There's some publishers who's been here forever, but then there's some publishers who like it just kind of feels like they just popped up. I have twins in my family as well. Shoot, but yeah, that's wild. Also, in other news, there was a racially motivated group on Facebook that actually that got overtaken by the very racial demographic that they intended to be racist against. It's beautiful to see, man. It's beautiful to see because I'm in that group. Apparently, I didn't know I was in there. I kept trying to get in, but they wouldn't let me like post anything. So it's like I didn't think I was in there, but thanks to Jovi, I now know that I am part of that group, and I'm trying my best to like just respond to stuff up in there now, but it won't let me. Still, I don't know. My grandma was a twin. That's cool actually. I take it that did one of them leave, pass away before? Um, that's probably like not a. It's probably not a reasonable question to ask, and I apologize. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and go on to kind of end this poll real quick. Here we go. The results, boom, boom, 50%. I also did not know that the lead singer of Quiet Riot is dead now. That went over my head a little bit. Hey, are you still live now? I am live right now. Yes, I am. I am live right now. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Her sister passed in 93 or 94. Grandma passed in 2019. That's heavy. That is heavy. Because I do know that like twins are very, very, very like loyal to each other, very committed to each other in certain instances. So it can be a little, it can bum you out that it can like be very depressing to lose somebody like that. Admin enable post approval in that group. Oh, well, for some strange reason, won't let me do anything. Okay, how is your day going? How are you so far? I'm surviving, man. It was raining earlier, but it's okay now. I appreciate that. Thanks. So the creator of that group is trying to capitalize off of the attention now. Wow. Uh oh. Now we'll just wait until they find out that they're trying to profit off of like black engagements. Hey, does a twin feel what the other twin feel? I don't know. I actually used to know some twins, and I think I asked that question before, and it did say sometimes, but I don't think you can like pluck one twin and the other twin is going to also say ouch. Like that would just be way too connected. Also, that would really kind of suck. That would really suck. Because imagine if like one twin gets into a fight, then it's like, it's like, oh no, he's getting into another fight. That's gotta suck. Oh man, yeah, that would suck. That would definitely suck. Shout out to Charlie and Craig, by the way, for being up in here. Only if it's Tomax and Zamo. I don't know who that is. By the way, Charlie and Craig, I don't know if you got my request or not, but I did ask if you guys could like maybe share a story of how y'all met. Kind of like just make a little, just like let everybody kind of like know exactly how y'all met, how y'all got, like make a little love story out of it. I don't know, but the reason why I was asking is because it's always kind of I don't know, like cute couple stories like that is always it's always nice to hear. It's always a kind of unless of course you don't want to tell it, then I'm not telling y'all to do anything. But that was one of the requests that I had. Doonesbury is still a thing. I might actually have to read Doonesbury one day. Tomax and Zamo are leaders of the Crimson Guard, the Elite Cobra, from GI Joe. Okay, I'm feeling so good. I know it's a small feat, but on a short, I got 15 subs. Hey, that's good. That's really good. That just goes to show you, man. The more you start making stuff, the better. The more you start making stuff, the more people will actually get involved in what it is you're doing, man. That's the point. That's definitely the point. The more you make, the more you make, the more you get involved. Like people will get involved in what you're doing. They were twins, and if one was hurt, the other felt pain as well. That's gotta suck. Yeah. Have you seen just Twin Dragon with Jackie Chan? Oh, that's a good movie. Wait, I'm thinking of another Jackie Chan movie. Okay, I don't think I've seen Twin Dragons before. Matter of fact, let me go ahead. Man, I seriously do hope. All right, because I was gonna like do the thing where I like show your channel, but I do know that whenever I do that, it shows like a black screen instead. So I am going to show. I'm going to shoot the link to your profile and come on. I'm gonna shoot the link to your profile into the chat. Try to get you some subscriptions up in here. Mystical is making content now, so there's a link to his profile. If you guys just happen to want to support people within the community, there's one of the links right there. Feel free to shoot him a subscribe, watch his stuff, give him some likes, comments, and everything like that. Show him that we care. Show him that we care about like our people in our community up in here. So there's that. All right. I'm glad to help out, man. Like I said, if you're making content, I told you, if you're making content, I will help you out. I'll try to get you some watches, man. He's at 46 now. It seems. Yeah, that's what I'm glad to hear. I'm just glad the link went through. I don't know why, but for some strange reason, the link just doesn't go through with stuff like that. Twin Dragons is funny. You're gonna love it. I appreciate that. I'll definitely check it out. Wait, is it a new movie that's out, or is it like something from like way back? Let me. Uh, I'm going into the 1992. Wait a minute. Yeah, I wanted to watch this movie when I was a kid too. I remember. Holy crap! I wanted to watch this movie when I was young. Yep, I'm watching this movie like after this live. Let's go. Let's go. Hey Bane, how are you? By the way, Charlie and Craig, I don't know if they, I never know if I'm talking to Charlie or Craig, so I just say Charlie, Craig, and Charlie. I just say Charlie and Craig together. This is their channel. Give me a second. The good thing about Charlie and Craig is that their profile is easy to. There is their link as well. Please be sure to give them like, subscribe, like check out their stuff as well. They're like I said, their content is actually really adorable. I like y'all know me. Y'all know me as the dude who who hates couples. But like this couple, they always bring a smile to my face. I ain't gonna lie. Like I watch their stuff and it's like, oh, uh, Bane the Reckoning, you really need to start making content. I will keep saying this until you start doing it. If y'all need the links again, they're like the first couple you liked. Honestly, yeah. If I'm being real, yeah, they're like really because I don't like couples. It's like I really don't like couples, but they bug me a little bit. So it's like so it's like to be able to see one that I actually do enjoy. To see one that I actually do enjoy is like, yeah, this is actually kind of weird for me. I sub Charlie. I will be checking out you guys' content. Well, maybe the Obamas. Yeah, the Obamas are fun. The Obamas are fun too, but I don't really focus on them like that. I need to go to the Obama Center soon. Oh, right, I forgot. Yeah, you live in the. I keep on forgetting that you actually live in that area. You actually live not too far from it. Man, yo, if you go, that's content. That's content. You should like go there and just be like, I mean, obviously, don't go there with the camera and just start streaming or whatever. But it's like if you can, definitely do that. That would be cool. I need to actually get up and be productive. You guys take care. Enjoy your holiday. If you're Americans, whether you celebrate the Fourth or not, a day off is a day off. It's a day off for anybody who can get it. The only reason why I'm off today is because it's the weekend. It's about 45 minutes away, give or take. Hey, you should like I said, if you do go, I would love to I would love for you to like just tell me how it is because clearly I can't go there because like I'm all the way down here. Mystical, you got some good stuff up in here. Also, I mentioned earlier that it really is a dope shirt. Thanks, I appreciate that. It's about 45 minutes away. Cause like I said, it's like I keep hearing I know I know it's cool. It has to be like a cool place to go. I want to go there and also to the Field Museum. There's a Pokemon exhibit there. That is crazy. If you do go, like I said, if you do go, if you can't like make a video about it, can you at least take pictures? That's all I'm asking for. Like just take pictures and just just post them up. I just would like to see it just to be able to say, "Oh, that's so cool." A Pokemon exhibit? That is crazy. I love that. I love that for them. I love that for this. Well, we thank you for giving us a chance. We like you too. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It means a lot. I thought about what you said about Pokemon being real that one time. Let's see. Someone told Tony Weaver Jr. that his book is in Obama Center Library. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Tony Weaver Jr. is like heavily popular right now. That dude is like very influential. Like I ain't gonna lie, I will say this: I love what Tony Weaver Jr. I love the message that he brings. I'm just jealous of him because I've been trying to be like I've been trying to do the stuff that he's doing for a long time now, and I feel like a failure in comparison. And that just sort of like makes me jealous of him. But I do respect his craft, and I do like what he's doing. There's a kid content creator who's trying to get the Obama's attention, and he made a video visiting the center. Yeah, that kid definitely. I mean, if he got enough followers, he's gonna get it. Oh crap! I'm not subscribed to Mystical. Okay, that's a right. Is what you preach, right? Okay, Mystical, I got you. I am now in here. Sanji about to get his glow up. I don't get it. Sanji has always been pretty. Are you talking about a different character? Are you talking about a Sanji from like a different series? Because I'm thinking of One Piece, and yeah, he is. He's always been a good looking dude. Yikes. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. He about to get a power up. Okay. Homeboy typed in he in all caps, and I just immediately thought of Leo Rouge from AEW. He wants to do the apps. That's how Leo Rouge talks, by the way. Like that's what he does. July 4th, America. What the as a kilometer? Okay, that's funny. All I gotta do now is just you gotta say "knee howdy" after that. You gotta you gotta crack open a chopstick, put it in your mouth, and go knee howdy. Bordeaux stinks. Whatever. The videos comparing the opening ceremony for the Obama Center versus State Fair in DC are hilarious. Joe V, Joe V, Joe V. Have you seen? Oh my God, yo, like night and day. Oh my God, it's great. Speaking of which, the State Fair, did you hear about Flo Rida's performance? I did not. I did not hear about. I heard about apparently they was doing routine practice, and one of the stage actually a part of the stage fell, and it's like nobody got hurt thankfully, but you can literally like see like something metallic fall from the sky and almost like land on one of those girls, and I'm just like, yo, what, bro? No, it's crazy. Don't do that. The videos compared to the opening ceremony for Obama's man, like night and day. There was nobody there. I don't even think there's anybody over there still. It's like a ghost town over there, man. It's great because like, normally when you think of like something like this, you would think that at least his supporters will pop up. He performed at the state fair, right? He actually had a size crowd. Well, it's Flo Rida. It's Flo Rida. I'm like, yeah, he said it's Flo Rida. Yes, it's okay, anime bro. So yeah. This dude said, what is a kilometer? America. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Boruto because I don't like doing it. I haven't really watched the show to say anything about it, but I do know that they have some moments up in there where it's like it can be a little rough to deal with. But like, yeah, Flo Rida endorsed a Democratic candidate during his performance. Yo, that's crazy. That's funny. Because obviously, like Trump made this about himself, right? You know what I'm saying? Trump made the 250 thing about himself. He basically said he flipped the script and got paid, and there's no way to unpay him. Old boy really said, "Yo, man, also vote for this person who's the Democrat," and it was like, "What?" I know Trump is, I know Trump is mad as hell right now. To be honest, making videos now is kind of addicting. Like I do it now for fun. That's the point, man. That's the point. It is way too much filler. That's the whole point, man. It's like the more you do it, the more you do it, and the more you enjoy it, the less it feels like work for you. You know what I'm saying? Then you're making content all the time. We call Goku a bad dad. Naruto's a really bad dad. I'm not like I said, I haven't watched the show, so I can't really tell you. It's like I thought he was dead for like I thought he was like dead in Boruto or like injured or something or like kind of like invalid. I don't know. Like I remember there was a time where it was like there was like where is Naruto kind of moment, right? I don't know. I haven't watched the show. I don't know anything about what happens on the show. I like the idea of I do like the idea of a sequel, kind of like being a continuation of the thing before it. So that's dope. But yeah, like I said, if you like making content, the more you make content, you know what I'm saying. The more you make content, the more you do it. If you enjoy it, you'll find yourself doing it a lot more. That's the whole thing. Like me, I want to. I'm on a. I'm a little half and half when it comes to being like doing lives because I like doing lives because I like talking to y'all. I think that y'all are really cool people. I like interacting with really cool people. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. I don't really like going outside too much. I don't really like doing the whole outside hanging out thing, but I'll do this all day. But I also don't like going live because the internet is chock full of racist psychopaths who once they realize they see my black behind online, they go, "How dare you be black and online and alive?" And you know, Naruto would send his clones to family activities. I love how and we're back to clones. But yeah, it's like, but it's like I do like doing this, and I would actually do this. I would actually go live a lot more. I would actually go live a lot more often if I didn't have to work. Which means y'all have to help a brother get to a point where I can get paid doing this, so I could do more of this. Which means you gotta get my views up. I would never ask you guys for money, and I do. I would never ask you guys for money, but if you do want to donate to the channel, there's ways to do that. I'll talk about that another time. But like, all it's like get the views up, get the views up for your boy. You feel me? If y'all can like have it so that the views on my videos are skyrocketing, and I can actually like make more money, like making the content with my view count and everything like that, then I will do more lives. You know what I'm saying? I like doing this. It's just I got time. I have to work every day. You're going to have to work. Yeah, I know that. I know that, dude. I work already. That's the like. This is just 1 hour of the day. The environment has changed. I'm aware. I'm aware. It's like that's the thing. It's like I'm aware of what it means to. Here's the thing. I do work. I don't mind working. I just don't like. I would rather do part time work. I'd rather be like do part time work and full time streaming than full time work and only part time streaming because this is fun for me. This is easy for me. But it's like, I don't mind working. You know what I'm saying? Working keeps me grounded. Like if I was a billionaire, I would still work. If I was a billionaire, I would still work a 9 to 5. You give me $1 billion tomorrow, I would probably still be working a 9 to 5. And the reason is because the moment that I become a billionaire, what I don't want to do is lose sight of real people. I don't want to just stop interacting with real people. Like if I become a billionaire, I'm still I'm still working at my job, dog. Or I'm still going to be working a job because I want to know like normal people. I want to be able to interact with normal people because normal people are now you probably might be saying to yourself, well, you might get robbed. You might get robbed if you do that. Bro, I'm a billionaire. I'm a billionaire. Okay, take $100,000. That's life changing level amount of money right there, and that's not even a fraction of what I got. Shoot. But the fact of the matter is that, like, yeah, but it's like, I don't mind working. I just don't like doing it all the time. Full time work is exhausting. Like, especially because I work outside. You know what I'm saying? I work outside. It's hot. It's hot right now. I'm dying out there. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Cora, I'm glad Cora's not here to see this. But it's like, yeah, it's a scorcher out there. Shoot, but it's like I don't mind working. I just don't want to work as much as I do. Shoot, if I could work a little bit less, I would. Shoot, and I'm begging people to like, yeah, it's really hot. It is so hot. I'm trying to think of a joke. It is so hot that it's so hot that the devil came up to me one time and it was like, hot day, isn't it? Shut up. Okay, I can't. I normally can. Your Rage just found out his best friend has been stealing from him for years. My Rage? What are you talking about? Oh, Your Rage. Hold on. Yeah, I know you're talking about that content creator, that streamer guy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so his best friend has been stealing from him from years. Yeah, like that's not cool. But it's like, my thing is that like with me, everybody knows how judgmental I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like clearly if I were to be, because it's like I think I get what you're saying is like if you interact with normal people, they'll rob you and all this other stuff. And it's like, yeah, they might, but like with me specifically, like everybody knows how judgmental I am. Like one thing about me is that like I'm not gonna say that that won't happen to me. I'm just saying it might not be as obvious. I don't know. But that's my thing though, is that like if I was a big like if I had a crap ton of money, like I have 2,000 subs right now, and I still go to work every day. I still go to work every day. I work with people who don't really who use YouTube who don't know that I'm even on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? And I got like 2,000 subs. It's not a lot, but it's just a sheer fact that it's like going, you know, that's what's going on right now. Here, but BRB. Yeah, man, you know, you got a life. I'm not going to take that away from you. I hope that, hey, Ryan, I hope that you're up in here and I hope that everything is turning out okay for your relationship, by the way. I haven't stopped talking. I didn't lose sight of you. I just, we got a little carried away with the discussions that we were having. Just hoping that everything is okay where you are and, you know, and hoping that it gets better. It gets better, bro. It really does. I like to think so anyway. Yikes. All right, so I'm reading the tropes for the characters in the in that comic Doomsbury because I don't know why, but I was like thinking about like all the Saturday night, Sunday comics, and Doomsbury was one of them. And I'm just like, was this ever funny? So I'm just looking it up right now, looking at the character tropes for it. And this, if I won the lottery, I would still live life as it was because even $1 million can go fast. It really can. The cheapest house I ever heard, the cheapest house is like $2 million. So it was like, good luck getting. What you gonna do with that 1 million? Shoot, that's funny, dog. I was like, oh, $1 million, congratulations. Guess what? Everything now costs everything that you need now costs 2 million. So you gotta get your money up, dog. And it's like, nah, that's messed up. I watched Obsession, and the story is about making a wish on a stick. What would you wish for? What would I wish for? Oh, nothing. Mm-mm. Nope, I don't do that. Nah, everybody knows what happens, bro. I watch way too much genie stuff. Nah, everybody else could have a wish. I ain't doing that. The main character is a pathetic loser and uses his wish for a girl to love him and him only. Yeah, that totally won't go wrong. Are you just chilling today? No family time or fireworks? Yeah, I'm just chilling today. My family is in another city. My family's in another city. It's raining. Um, I don't have any. I don't really have like the money or the time to just leave and come back. That's why people would rather become a trillionaire. Yeah, because like the reason why people want to become a trillionaire or a billionaire is because $1 million is like the cheapest expensive thing you can buy is $1 million. But yeah, no, definitely no fireworks. Where I live, fireworks are illegal. I don't know, like you know, and I'm black, so it's like I'm playing it safe. Shoot, you just got to be smart. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm in the house. His friend wishes for a billion and literally gets a billion. You just got to be smart. I get that. Yeah. I don't do that. Nah, nah, nah. I hear the word wish. I immediately know, like, I immediately know that something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Absolutely not. Wish. Nah, you can get that wish. I ain't gonna get no wish. Y'all have fun with that. Shoot. I will probably like because if I wish for $1 billion, it's gonna probably be like, hey man, we're gonna give you $2 a day. You'll get that $1 billion, but then you're gonna die immediately afterwards. Okay. Bruh, I need to look into the 250. I need to look into the 250 thing. Which One Piece character do you think will make a good president? That's a weird question. Wait a minute. Cyclops, are you J Rob? We good too. Wishes come with the price. He did die, but that was only because he ignored his friend's warning. He ignored his friends. Like he did die. So wait, the dude who got $1 billion died. Did the dude who wished for $1 billion die? Why did he ignore his friend's warning? Like what warning did he ignore? In all seriousness, I don't know. Best president can only be Doflamingo. Okay. I don't know. Like Cyclops, you tell me if you was J Rob, right? You probably wouldn't. It's also is a good question though. His friend told him, "Don't coke to my don't come don't." Is he saying don't come to my apartment? Where do you think he showed up in the next scene? Yeah, don't come to my apartment. Okay, but like, don't come to my apartment for what? Like, what's the reason? Sometimes we'll have a lot of money could turn you a. So be careful what you wish. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's really a case of be careful what you wish for. That's all it is ultimately. Yeah, it can turn us into it can a copious amount of money can ultimately turn you into a terrible person. It can, but at the same time, it's like sorry, I'm also reading stuff and like talking to you. So all right, show of hands. Who's up? Who's still up in here right now? Your boy is trying to see something. I know that Megas had the. I know Megas had the dip, but like, is Jovi still up in here? Happy birthday, Jesus! You're the one from Hannah Krypton. Yeah, awesome. Hold on. Mm. All right, shout out. Okay, shout out to Mystical for still being up in here. Shout out to Jovi for still being up in here. Shout out to Bane the Reckoning for still being up in here. That accounts for everybody except two people. Um, really hope that, really hope that that the two people are not evil. Your boy don't need no more villains up in here right now. Mm. Happy birthday, Jesus! You're the one. My Pratt Krypton. Something something Ricardo Montalban. I forgot how that song went. Am I excited for GTA 6? Shout out to Charlie and Craig for still being up in here. Am I excited for GTA 6? Kinda. I, but it's like it's coming in at a really, really, really rough time right now because it's like, are we even going to get GTA 6? If we get GTA 6, will it be our game? What's going on? There's this whole thing going on with like Sony apparently like making it so that you don't own the games that you buy or something like that. I forget what it's called, but it's like everybody like there's a big push for like bringing back physical game stuff. I'm not specifically sure like what goes into. I'm not sure specifically what all goes into that, but like God, Bane. I feel like Bane would know about this. BT, Reckoning. I'm going to start calling you Reckoning from now on. Matter of fact, I'm going to start calling you Rec. Rec, do you know anything about this Sony thing? It feels a little complicated to me because I don't understand what's going on with it. Rick, help me out. What is going on with the Sony physical copy? You don't own your own games anymore thing. What is that about? GTA 6 is nothing to me. I'm aware of that, but it's like, are you familiar with the issue that's going on with like Sony games and like people not being able to like own physical copies anymore? Are you familiar with that at all? Sony is ending physical media. In 2028, all physical media will be done with. It's for real. First it was Xbox and now Sony. Future PS consoles with no disc option. That's crazy. That is wild. That is wild. So I mean, PC is supreme. PC is supreme. PC gaming is supreme. PC gaming is like up here. You feel me? PC gaming is like up here, dog. You feel me? That's crazy. Digital everything. Would that be? It's like digital. The problem with digital stuff is that like it's easy. I feel like it's really easy to get taken away from you because they can always just like add on to it and then make you pay for stuff. Whereas back in the day, they used to just give you the game. That used to be the thing. They used to just give you the game. Now it feels like what it's doing is it's just giving you a game. It's giving you a part of a game, and then it's just going to keep adding parts into it. It really does feel like there's ways for them to sort of manipulate the situation so that you're going to always keep paying them. It feels like everything is becoming a subscription now, but everything's expensive. They just removed 200 films from people's libraries. They just did what? Films that they bought, by the way. No, are you serious? They from libraries? Yo, that's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. That's just whoa. Hold on. That's evil. That's evil, bro. Sony, what the hell? GTA 6 is starting at $80, but it still isn't a full game. Yo, that sounds like such a capitalist move, man. That's basically if they want you to pay more money. That's crazy. It is. That's what I'm saying. It's like on one hand, hey, me personally, I'm a space guy, as you can obviously tell. So it's like I don't mind the idea of not having physical copies, but it does feel like you're kind of like ruining stuff by not providing physical copies. It really does feel like there is GTA starting at $80, bro. $80. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. They really $80. Okay. Okay. That's where we at. That's where we at. The sad part is it's gonna sell. It will sell because it's GTA 6. Like people do like GTA 6. People do like GTA. So of course. But it's like, bro, that's so much. That's wacky. What's $80 to what's $80? That's too much. That's too much money. The GTA 6. Happy 4th of July. Shout out to the homie Truman for being in the building. Yep, which means they can snatch Grand Theft Auto 5 from your library just like that. Sit, let them cook for 750 jewels. Hey, that's dope, man. I don't know what jewels are. What is happening? Shout out. I don't know what jewels are, but thank you. My boy Truant is in the building. Shout out to Truant. Yo, happy 4th, brother. I hope that everything is doing okay over there where you at. What are you talking about today? We're talking about physical copies for video games, and the fact that Sony ain't doing it no more. We was actually talking about a bunch of stuff, man. But yeah, shout out, bro. I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm surviving, brother. I'm surviving. Sorry. Shoot, man, it's good to see you, man. Like, dude, it feels like forever since I saw you last time, man. Like, for real. It's always good to know that you're doing okay. Shoot. My homeboy Jaron hasn't been here in a minute. So it's like, I'm hoping that he's doing okay too. I know he does a lot of work though. We will own nothing and be happy. That is a terrible, terrible premise, but it sounds is too depressingly realistic to deny. Just like Xbox took GTA 5 off of Xbox Pass, I was mad. They did what? They just they can just do that? Yo, what? It's like you bought the game. It's your bro. That's my. It's like nah. You don't take that off my library, dog. Are you serious? Yo, that's disrespectful. It's crazy because GTA 6. Wait. What? Yo, what? GTA 6 drops on your boy's birthday. I might request 2 days off for that week. Hey, look, that's what it's like. Sad part is that like GTA 6 could be like the one good thing that we get all year, and they still gonna try to find a way to F it up. November 19th. Hey, first of all, if I don't see you on November 19th, I just want to say happy early birthday, man. Like, you've been a real one since day one. I really appreciate that. So it's like definitely really do hope that you have a good birthday. I hope that GTA 6 like, finds you and treats and is as good as you want it and as good as you expect it to be. And like sad part is that like as much as you paid $119. I'm sorry, 100. You said 80, bro. You said 80. You didn't say 119. You said 80, bro. What are you talking about? $119? No. You said 80. You said 80. We gonna make it. We gonna make it there. Oh God! Shout out to my boy Troy. My birthday is coming up. Yes, it is. By the way, shout out. Say, by the way, happy early birthday to Jovi. She's about to be hitting like a 32, if I'm not mistaken. She's going to be a 32 or 33, somewhere around there. The Ultimate Edition is 100. The Ultimate Edition, you mean like is that all the games? Is that are you saying like the Ultimate Edition is like what all the games together? Happy birthday, Jovi. You gonna air her age out like that? Yeah, man. Man, Jovi young. Jovi young. Don't let her tell you any different. She young. Don't let her tell you no different. She young. So look at that face and tell me 32 plus 17. Nah. No. Look at that face and tell me that. Look at that face and tell me that she's like, nah, 32 plus 17. More like 32 minus 17. I shouldn't even say that. We dated. Young lady. That's what I'm saying. Young Jovi out here. I'll be 49 on Wednesday. I don't believe I would. It's like it goes over my head every time, and it goes over my head every time because like no, is it just me or is every woman who is approaching 50 or in their 50s like just like very deceptively young looking? Like every single one. So either being 50 is not that old, or either being 50 is not that old, or y'all lying. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jovi is beautiful. There's this one woman. She was an actress. I don't know. I forgot her name, but she was like talking about how she would like never get like. She said that she would never get like surgery or nothing like that. She said she would never get surgery. She said she would like never get like Botox or nothing like that because she said this is the face I earned. You know what I'm saying? Because like first of all, getting to be old, age is a beautiful thing, and we shouldn't try to hide it. I agree. It's like I'll say this straight up. It's like going getting old should be like one of those things that like that should be your biggest flex because it's like imagine being able to say like imagine being old and being able to say to brag about the stuff that you see. Like as a lot of it's like it's really kind of crazy how you can sit back and like read stuff in history books or read stuff that people would consider to be history and be like I was there for that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a flex. That's like probably the biggest flex you can have as an old person to be able to say, I was there for that. I saw that when it happened. This was like you have to really take into consideration Donald Trump's presidency is going to be like in history books for like the next 20 or so years. And we are currently right now like in this. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being able to tell your like nieces and nephews like when they're doing like high school reports, they're doing like high school reports on this stuff. That's going to be something that we could be like, yeah, really? That's what they say in the history books? Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what happened January 6th. Hold up. I can't wait till I get a back of my head Emo update. That'll be, man, it's going to happen sooner than you think, bro. It's like, man, you remember January 6th? Going to somebody else who's the same age as you. Yeah, you remember what happened on January 6th? Oh, yeah, bro, that was crazy. They put Dookie on the walls. They ain't put Dookie on the walls, man. They did put Dookie on the walls. Talking like just be old, bro. Just being old is definitely going to be like one of those. Is a flex. It really is. So some of us don't get a chance to be here. You know what I'm saying? Some of us don't get a chance to actually enjoy that. Like but it's also like one of those moments. Back in my day, we had Corona, not the beer either. You got to remember that's going to be some kids' history homework. That's going to be like in some years. That's going to be like in a couple of years. That's going to be like some kids' history report. Like they're going to have to like actually at some point like do like reports about that. I'm just saying, it's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing, and we'll be able to say, yeah, we was there for that. We saw that when it happened. Man, they live streamed it themselves. Look, it's right there. My daughter asked me if I had a hallway crush back in the day. Hallway crush? Ever heard of Charlie Kirk? Bro, you gotta remember the memes are forever. That dude is a meme now. Okay, so it's like somebody's gonna like I'm waiting for the day where somebody says, "Yo, who is Charlie Kirk, man? Why does they keep making memes about him?" It's gonna be like, what? It's like that's how old we are. It's sad because if physical go away instead of the physical disc, you're going to get a code in a box instead of a disc in 2028 come Christmas. Yeah, there's a bit of a pup's life. Hello to you. How's it going in pup's life, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I think the funniest thing about being old is that like I said, the stories that we'll be able to tell. because like we were around to see some of the craziest, wackiest stuff. It's like there's a satisfaction that comes with like getting a box for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like I still remember the long time ago when somebody got like the N64 and it was like in a box and they recorded his reaction and this boy just lost his mind because he's like he got the N64 and it's like the N64 is still cool. It's still cool. Like I would argue that the N64 the N64 is definitely goated. The N64, PS2, like some of the best games. Probably like that those games from those systems shaped the generation of gaming. Author Tomiyata Yami reveals that she has distanced herself from the upcoming film adaptation. There is a reason I will not post anything about the adaptation of my work. I have not seen the film. I will not watch it. It is painful holding. Wait, what? Wait. Okay, dang it. What happened? What happened? What went wrong? What is going on? I'm confused now. Like, there's a reason I will not post. Kind of sucks to see your work getting adapted and knowing you'll hate it. It's like what did it? It's like this. Are I hate works with source material because how you get it wrong and the book is right there, the creator is right there, everything that you need to make this thing the vision that you want it to be is literally right there in front of you. You can't get it wrong. You're literally like failing an open book to test. You're literally failing an open book test. Oh my god, I can't talk right now. And nah, nah, man. If Tony Adeyemi is not gonna like this thing, then I have no reason to watch it, and that kind of hurts because I actually was reading Children of Blood and Bone before. Wasn't she originally excited about it? I don't know. This one's messing my head up. Happy birthday, America! Happy birth and happy American birthday to you too, A Pup's Life. Holy crap! You actually are posting. Oh wow! You actually are posting like puppy videos. Let's go. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. People are trying to encourage Nintendo to make that a Switch 2 game. I read that every N64 game can fit on a memory card of 32 gigs. Are you serious? Oh my god, that would be that'd be oh my god, yeah. Bro, Nintendo ain't gonna do it, but like that would be so cool if they did. If Nintendo like were to because Nintendo don't from what I understand, Nintendo don't really like their customers base either, man. So it's like, yeah, like they'll sue you if you as much as like say Mario on I don't know, like whatever. But that would be dope if they did, man. Like capitalism ruins things slowly but surely. I like that. By the way, here is a Pup's Life channel. Is linked into the chat. Please be sure to give them some likes and subscribes. They post up stuff about their dog. Nintendo hates their customers, but treats their workers like family. That sounds like some gang material. That sounds like some gang stuff right there. I ain't lying. It's like they don't like the customers, but they'll treat the workers good. Yeah, that's some gang stuff. It's like, yeah, you ain't part of it. You ain't part of the club, so like get up out of here. This is what I'm saying, y'all. Like, if you're part of if you show, like I said, if you show a brother some support, if you show me some support, I'm gonna try to get your channel some views, man. That's the goal. I'm not gonna be the only one up in here with I'm not gonna be the only one up in here with trying to get my views up and everything like that. Like, heck, if I support you, I'm gonna try to get your stuff up in here too. But yeah, like I know Nintendo be on some foolishness too, man. Because Nintendo, like, I remember there was a joke that like Nintendo would sue you over like just saying the word Mario in some places. So it's like, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for challenge. I'm all for changes. I found out how different Ghost in the Shell was, and I moved in I move both, and I love both. But if the author hates it, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like my thing is that like if the author hates it, but then again, like because it's like the author, like I said, because the author has to like their stuff, man, because it's theirs at the end of the day. Sure, if the author don't like it, then yeah, I mean, like I can't. Then I don't know if I can support it. But I also know that like a lot of authors are like Hayao Miyazaki. Like I know like Hayao Miyazaki is a bit of a he's a bit of a stickler. So it's like if Miyazaki doesn't like it, then it's like it can't be all bad because Miyazaki is he's a grumpy old man. It's like and I say this as a Miyazaki fan. Originally, God of War creator hates the new God of War because it's soft and Kratos. Well, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, considering what we saw from the old school God of War, that checks out a little bit. The dude who made the God of War like early thing, he kind of comes off as like some sort of alpha male fantasy type guy anyway. So it's like, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Nintendo love you. Nintendo love you when you're spending money. Dang right. Dang right. Shoot, that's capitalism, baby. I would say this straight up, man. Capitalism ruined a lot of stuff, bro. Like gaming used to be because like before capitalism, gaming used to just be you would just get the game and you play it and you would enjoy it. Then it became all this other stuff. Like, then it kind of became all this other stuff. Nintendo has respect. I mean, like, it's Japan. It's Japan. I'm not disagreeing with that. Nintendo been around since like 1889, and that's another thing too. That always goes over my head, bro. I didn't realize that Nintendo was around that long. 1889, bro. The Civil War has been gone for like 30 years. The Civil War hasn't been done in 30 years, and they decided to like do that stuff, man. That's wild. Like that goes over my head by like a lot, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gaming gets a luxury now, and that's the thing. That's the thing that really kind of hurts a little bit. Gaming is a luxury now. Look, gaming wasn't always supposed to be a luxury. Gaming was supposed to be something that we're supposed to just like appreciate. Gaming is supposed to be like a thing that we're supposed to just do to be able to just sort of pass the time. Now, gaming went from being a pro sport to a controversial subject to a national discussion to a national political discussion to now like peak capitalism. Like we're supposed to be playing games and appreciating and having fun, man. Games are supposed to be fun, not expensive. Nothing. I feel I would argue that nothing is supposed to be expensive. Starting at 1K. What starts at 1K? What starts at 1K? Gaming was made to escape reality. Exactly. And it still does. It still does. I would argue that it still does, but it's like everything is so but it's like, it's like the gaming industry itself is just disrespectful. The gaming industry itself is just mad disrespectful because like they got that money now, they getting big they getting like their britches are getting like big. Gaming brings people together as it's supposed to. Yeah, I agree. Shoot, there's a guy on here. I follow his name is LVG Gaming, and like he calls his community gaming family. I love that. I love that because it is gaming is a family. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not supposed to be this. It's not supposed to be this this ridiculously expensive thing. That's expensive. Wait, hold on. Starting at 1K. You heard about the Steam box? The Steam box is starting at 1K? $1,049 for 512 gigabytes. 1,049. Nah, bro. That's gouging. You gouging. You gouging. That is a gouge. That is gouging. That is gouging. That you are. Yo, what is that? What is that? That's gouging. Have I ever seen like price gouging before? Like first, no, not no. What? Mm-mm. That's too much. That's too dang much. You ain't about to buy. Like nobody's gonna buy that. Nobody's gonna buy that. Nobody is going to buy that. No, nobody is buy that. Gaming is fun, but there are a lot of trolls. Oh yeah, that's with every community is going to come like some of the most obnoxious people you ever meet in your life, and it's like I don't know what it is, but those people they're just hyper fixated on just trying to ruin somebody else's day now, and it's like I don't know, I don't understand it. It's like there definitely is. I do feel like we can easily kind of like just sort of. I do feel like as a society we kind of do. We always gonna have to like sort of be aware of like some of the worst of us that like just sort of show up and just kind of like be at their absolute worst for the sake of just making life miserable for other people. But like if we I am aware that like I do like to think that as a society we know who those people are enough to just sort of like stay away from them or just like let them know, hey man, you're not welcome here. We're having fun right now. We're just we're just chilling. We're just having fun and we don't care who sees. So what, we go out, that's where we're supposed to be, living young and wild and free. I forget who sang that song. What was it? Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa's a cool dude. I can see myself hanging out with him. It feels like realistic games are killing the fun now. I mean, are they though? Or what realistic game are you talking about? I haven't. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy the first. So, like, obviously, you can totally tell where I'm at when it comes to gaming right now. Games like 2K cost just to have fun. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like 2K is disrespectful with it. I ain't gonna lie. Like EA has its own stacks of EA got its own like little can of worms that they like to play with. It's wild. I dance to the beat of my own drum. It goes, it goes, it goes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you know, feel it in my soul. Really need it so. Why is that song in my head? So good, and I need it. I need to control. Really need it. Do 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 do. Why is the song in my head? Do 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 do. Do you play Zelda? I haven't played it in years. I like it though, but I haven't played it in a long time. I don't have a Nintendo system. But yeah, Zelda is definitely like one of my favorites though. I mean, it's a classic. Can't beat that. Like, who doesn't like a good dungeon crawler with puzzles? But I haven't played a Zelda game in years. Nintendo 64 was, yes, it was. Nintendo 64 definitely was. Like I said, Nintendo 64 is I feel like Nintendo 64 is the goat of like some of the best games that we've ever played. It's definitely up there as like one of the proprietors and one of the best games we've ever played. It's like, because the thing is that like Nintendo 64 wasn't afraid to like take a chance. Like, they were just doing stuff. New Star Fox looks fun. Yeah, it is. It is. It's I was watching my homie OVG play it, and it was actually like, yeah, it's really good. Shout out to OVG Gaming, by the way. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get. He's not in the chat, but let me I'm gonna get his channel and put it on here anyway, because he definitely deserves some props up in here. Give me a second. Dang it, OVG. There we go. Dreamcast didn't even last long, and it should have. Honestly, Sega definitely deserve. By the way, this is LVG Gaming EXP. He's one of the streamers that I watch. Big supporter of his. He's always like funny with it. He's always like funny. He plays like a lot of like scary games too. And I always tell him, like, you're doing a service by playing all these scary games, so I don't have to play them. So shoot. There's also another guy. His name is Smooth Verse up in here. He's in my Smooth is in my he's in my recommended channels as well. Dreamcast was definitely ahead of its time for sure. Dreamcast had Sonic. Here's the thing. I will say, like, the thing about Dreamcast that I always wanted a Dreamcast when I was a kid, and I was really mad because of the day that Dreamcast came out. I just remember immediately wanting one and getting so mad because like I never got to get one. We already love your game content too. Yeah, like, I appreciate that. Like, it's definitely that's definitely like I said, LVG Gaming. He definitely does deserve like a lot of love. This dude, he's been doing it a long time, so I definitely kind of, I hope that he gets. I hope that at some point I hope that all y'all ultimately get like at least 1,000 subscribers, because y'all deserve it. A lot of content creators in my chat, y'all definitely do deserve it because y'all do work. Y'all do work, and y'all are also very like, cool people. So it's like, yeah, definitely hope that y'all get it. I love gaming channels also. Yeah. Well, like I said, the link of the person I just shared, yeah, he is a gaming channel. And he is, like I said, he's very funny. He's very funny. He's very like in depth with the game. He's also like, he's also very consistent. He's very, very, very consistent. Like, I have yet to see him like just not finish a game. So, that's so I think that that's like something that a lot of people can appreciate. So there's that. I've been seeing people put in the work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like the thing. That's the reason why I kind of don't like a lot of. I don't like the idea of content creation because of the fact that it's like content creation should be, you should be able to just like make content without having to worry about like making money or nothing like that. But now it seems like the only people who become big names on content creation are the people who make the most money, and a lot of the time their content don't even be that good. Like like I said, it's like I don't really watch like a lot of streaming channels like that, but it's like I do find myself like watching some streaming channels, and some of the streaming channels are like just it's just some people who are just being at their most obnoxious, and it's like, and my brain is immediately just be asking me, this is what sells nowadays. This is what people are like watching now. This is like when I was growing up, streaming meant playing video games on camera. That's all it ever meant to me when I was growing up. When I started YouTube, I started YouTube just so I can make just so I can make a channel, just so I can like make a channel and kind of do the whole YouTube content thing. And then as time went by, like I ultimately wanted to kind of make skits and sketches and things like that. I didn't realize that the white people who was making skits and sketches online on YouTube were rich enough to get editing software. So I was under the impression that it was just simply a case of just have an idea, put it online, people will like it. But it's like I said, the more I started seeing like the content is usually about like people, yeah, just people being rude. It's like, and my thing is that like it shouldn't be that. It's like my logic is that like my logic is that like I've been seeing people who aren't rude, who aren't like obnoxious, who aren't bad, and they've been making content a lot, and it's like they don't get like any kind of play. It's crazy. Gaming channels can definitely be great, and that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why that's the reason why I support like there's two people I'm watching right now. It's J Rocks 3 and LVG Gaming, and like these because like they're gaming channels, and they, in my opinion, are like really, really, really good, really creative. They're funny without having to be like loud or obnoxious or nothing like that, and they just don't like they don't get the numbers, bro. And it's like if there's anybody who should, it should definitely be like people like that, because they're not like they don't come across as problematic. I mean, like JRX3 is a college graduate. You know, hey, it's just batty to me, man. But yeah, that's my rant about it. But it's just that's what I'm saying. It's just like you don't have to be. You shouldn't have to be a loudmouth, mean spirited. Just like out here. LOL is funny because we're mean. Type humor. It shouldn't have to be that. It should just be that you are a cool enough person that people like you enough to be able to do it. It's bizarre that that's what this is now, and it's like I think it's just because of the fact that people have gotten meaner now. So it's like people have gotten meaner. People have gotten like and because people have gotten meaner, they're starting to embrace mean stuff. So it's like no, this is not mean. It's normal. It's like yeah, but it's not normal. This is just awful. Like there's one streamer. He's like apparently his whole thing is that like he hits on women, and I'm guessing he only gets like I don't know, he only gets like moderately some play, but his idea of hitting on women is just like going up to them and telling them that they have to date them or something. I, it's like this is what the kids are like. This is what the kids are watching now. Some dude just basically demanding that a woman dates him. How am I worse than this guy? Yeah, like I said, if I can, I try my best to like I try to show love to like channels that I support, because that's my goal. Like my goal is I want to see the homies win. People are mostly attracted to drama more for some reason, and it's like no, it's I understand the reason too. People are attracted to drama because like drama sells. Like you wasn't. It's like going if there was a car accident, you're gonna go there and try to see what's up. Like it's like it's very easy for that to be kind of like, dude. Yeah, it's like if you see a car accident, you're gonna be like, wow, this is it's a beautiful disaster. You know what I'm saying? But it's like at the same time, it's just like it's like the idea though is that like I understand why bad stuff I understand why bad stuff and why stuff like that is like popular, but it just gets weird because it's like it's like there's more to it than that. Come on, y'all. It's like what if we just like made content dedicated to like what if somebody just made content out of just like being laid back and chill? You know what I mean? Like no, that's boring. It's like why? Why is that boring though? It's like nobody's fighting, man. What the heck? Like nobody wants to beat each other up. What is going on? Shoot. It's like but also another thing too is that like it is a bit of a challenge for guys to also like go viral online without being like loud or destructive. It is very challenging for like guys to go online, but that's only because like the audience don't really give men a chance to be anything other than just loud and obnoxious. And I think that that's just unfair to dudes. That's like really unfair to like guys in general. It's because like we could be more than just the chest thumping, angry, hypersexual, whatever want us to be. We could be more than that. You know what I'm saying? And for some of us, it's just a bit of a challenge to actually bring that out because some people are just like, no, it's like, dude, just shut up and do the annoying guy thing or do the thing that we know you for. It's like it's very challenging. Trying to bring attention, and that's why pranks get a lot of recognition. Exactly, exactly, and that's a problem. It's like right now, like I know for a fact that if I don't know for a fact that my life will probably like be getting a lot more stuff, will probably like be a lot more successful if I just like committed to like just being cruel or obnoxious or just mean in some fashion. I'm sure of it. uh, but I just don't want to do that. Like I have an idea. I'm not gonna say I know how to be viral. I'm not gonna say that I know how to do viral stuff or whatever. I'm not gonna say that, but it's like I have kind of been I've been on the internet long enough to kind of have an idea what can make people go viral, and it's like I just choose not to do that because it's like why it's like I don't mind making content knowing that I won't become successful because of the fact that I like making content. That's what I always say. Like I like making content regardless of, if I become successful or not. Because it's like for me, it's not about becoming successful. It's about just getting my voice out there. It's like whoever wants to listen will. Whoever doesn't, don't have to. But let's lighten up the subject. Charlie Craig. Um, Charlie Craig. Random question for y'all. I don't know which one I'm speaking to at the moment. Let me reiterate that because is there a possibility that you both be on at the same time, or is it just that I'm talking, or am I usually just talking to one of y'all? It's like is it am I normally just talking to one of y'all, or do y'all sometimes both be on? Like now, because like I want to, like I want to acknowledge y'all correctly when y'all pop up. Also, y'all are married, right? This world, da, 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 da. This world, da 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 da. Da 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 fine. Da 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 all the time. Watch yourself now, watch yourself, don't fall. Dee doo 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 doo. Is Sonic still making games? Is there still Sonic games coming out, or did they just give it a break? Huh. That's gonna drive me insane too. But then again, you can only make so many games about running from one side to the other. It's both, but Craig is doing a typing, and yes, we're engaged. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Okay, okay, all right. The reason why is because I keep thinking that it's Charlie. Sonic is still around, yeah, but it's like I haven't. It's like it felt like there was a time where like every other year, it felt like every year there was a new Sonic game dropping, and it's like I don't think it's like. But then again, I don't really follow a lot of gaming game stuff anymore, so maybe I just don't know. Maybe I'm just out the loop. But like it used to be a time where it just felt like it was always like a new Yakuza, a new Sonic, and a new what was the game called? Blue Dragon? Not Blue Dragon. What's the one that's like really popular in Japan? Is it Blue Dragon? No, it's another one. Oh God, is it Blue Dragon? No, that's a game. He had a new game in 2023. I believe it. Dragon Quest. That's what it is. Yes. Yeah, Dragon Quest. That's that one that like, bro. That's that one that Japan will like. Japan will literally. I think they made the like releasing a Dragon Quest game until like a holiday over there, or rather, like some people will literally just like get off work just to go to the store to buy it. That game is fire over there, bro. Heaven help you if you like talk smack about Dragon Quest to a Yakuza guy. What you say? Final Fantasy better? Hold on, I'm gonna kill you, but first I gotta explain to you why Dragon Quest is better than Final Fantasy. We're watched from TV and chatting on the phone. Okay, okay. Oh, we're watching on television and chatting on the phone. Okay, okay, I get it. Well, I appreciate that all the same. I like hey, there's all love over here. We love Sonic. Yeah, Sonic is the one that everybody loves. Sonic is definitely like the black people game for sure. Sonic is definitely the black people game for sure, like 100%. Like me personally, I was also really big into Mega Man. Sonic went through a period where his fans couldn't be satisfied. Shoot, that's still a thing now, bro. If there's one thing I know about like fans in general is that like they don't want to like nothing. Like a lot of times they don't want to like nothing, but they also don't know what they want. 3D Sonic, fans cry for 2D. 2D Sonic, fans cry for 3D. I'm at this point right now where I'm ready to hear them like complain about Sonic being yellow when he gets into super mode. I'm ready for that to be. I'm ready for that to be like. a chief complaint. I'm ready for that to be an insult. Like not an insult, but like I'm ready for like them to be like, how dare they make him yellow? It's like he was always yellow. No, they're copying off of Dragon Ball Z. No, they're not. He's always done this. This was always a thing. Chill out. Ooh, I was not trying to do that. What's this? Hello. What we got going on? They cried about everything from designs to music to Sega daring to try different things and not making every game the exact same. I still remember like they made a big deal about the about him being able to turn into a were hedgehog, the werewolf thing, and they was like that. There was like that killed. They man, the way they was talking about that, you would think that that killed Sonic. That killed the Sonic franchise. They really did not like it when he could like turn into the and gave him a melee attack and was like, how dare they? Like he didn't always have a melee attack. That's crazy. Shadow the Hedgehog spinoff too edgy. Why is Shadow cursing and using guns? Because Shadow can yeah, because it was like no, he's got to be yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, like there was a time where you're not wrong. Like, there was a time where like the fan base really just did not know what they wanted. That's the reason why I always say like if fan bases, my thing about fan bases is that they like to like just basically say that something is bad, but they if somebody can tell you what's wrong with something but they can't tell you what they want out of something, they're just complaining just to complain. That as simple as that. Like they don't really like they're not upset about anything. They're just griping. They're just griping for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know what you don't like, then you should also know what you do like. You should be able to just say what you do like, especially if it's something because like especially if it's something that you think that everybody's gonna mock you for. The way I see it is that like I'll tell y'all straight up what I be wanting in some stuff. I don't care how anybody feels about what I want because I know what I want. But there's some people out there, man. You tell them like all they want to do is just say, "Nah, this was bad. This is bad." Like don't okay, what do you want? I don't have to tell you that. It's like why not? Why don't you want to tell me that? Shoot, where's your passion, dog? I ain't gonna lie though. Shadow the Hedgehog being black and using guns. I remember I had Shadow game. He was using gun. That was cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you appreciate that sort of thing. It was, yeah, it was cool. Shadow the Hedgehog also is cool. But yeah, that there was I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, there was that one. Like I said, when he was a werewolf, and I remember there was one game where apparently he had like a human love interest or something, and Vance was like just trying to find ways to like poke holes in that. It was just it's like there's some fandoms are just like not easy to impress, man. But that's what I always say. I will always say this is that like if you know what you don't want, but you can't say what you do want, then you're complaining just to complain. You know what I'm saying? Like you're complaining just to complain. Like like you don't want anything to succeed. You just angry. Like I'm convinced that like if anybody out there is basically saying that they something is bad but they can't tell you, now in that one's case, that was Sega's fault. What? Which one? The one with the one with the human protagonist? Sonic 06 was rushed by Sega and released bugged and incomplete. Was that the one where that was the one with the protagonist? That was the one with the human love interest, right? Also, I never understood the idea about like telling. I never understood the idea of Russian gaming developers because it's like the way I see it is, I don't care how long I have to wait. Just give me a good product. You feel me? I don't understand that logic. Just like Dragon Ball, many fans don't like Super Saiyan God from Goku, which is weird. That's weird. Why don't they like Super Saiyan God from Goku? Years later, someone completed the game. Hey, there you go. You know what? Let me. Yeah, actually amazing. A fan of that. He just was dedicated and using his knowledge made a complete version of the game. Fans loved it. Sega should hire that guy. Sega should hire him. Sega needed to hire that guy. That's what they need to do. They need to hire him. Hire him. Like hire that man. Of course, Sega wasn't too thrilled. What do you mean? Sega wasn't too thrilled? Oh no! Did Sega pull a Nintendo and was like, a fan combined all three Streets of Rage games as a Streets of Rage remake? Yeah, I get that. That's a great idea. Should have done now that. No, I'm not saying that that's not good. That's what they did, but like I can understand why Sega would be a little ticked off about that one. At that point, it's not their game anymore. Everyone considers it better than the original game. Sega sent a cease and desist. Like, yeah, I get that. It's like on one end, I kind of because like while they did fix the game, you know what I'm saying. While the person did fix the game or improve the game, rather, it's dope and it's cool. But at the same time, it ain't your game to tamper with like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like going. There's clearly like it ain't your game to tamper with like that. It is like I understand. It's like I get it. I understand like the good part of it, but I also see both sides. Like I would hate if some like whether I would hate if somebody like went on my profile, got through one of my videos, and like improved it, but not without my permission. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like I totally get it, but it is not without it is not without this basically saying, you know what, hey, they did help. Shoot, I'll hire that person. Like, hey, if you support me that much, you should be. You support me that much, I'll keep you in my circle. Let's go. Let's hang out. Like, you showed me how you did that. Like there's ways like this person's not your enemy; they're your fan. But like I mean, there's ways to respond to it, but it's like, yeah, like I said, I understand both sides. Life is good, watching, chilling, good for TV. Yeah, I get that, man. That sounds very peaceful. It's like I wish you nothing but peace and and care and compassion for your. Yeah, that's the idea. I will say, I also like the fact that you are making content. I'm really happy to see that. Hopefully you get enough subscribers that you can actually like go live. I think it's 50 subscribers you can go live. I'm not sure, but is it 50? I don't know. I don't know how many. I was going live like before that. No, it's like I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing, man. I was going live like way before. But yeah, that's definitely a thing though. Shoot. Okay. Okay. I am. Oh. I went grocery shopping earlier today. The groceries all tagged up to $117. I don't think I bought that much stuff, but the stuff that I did buy was a little bit on the pricey side, which is a little disrespectful, a little hassling, a little, like I didn't like that too much. Yeah, if it's 50 subscribers, man, you're well on your way. If it's 50 subs, you're well on your way, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think he got like 46 subs, right? Or like 40, yeah, 47. Hola, ese mío. What are my plans for tonight? Not much. I'm gonna stay indoors though. I've had like trauma with July 4th ever since Alton Sterling got murdered. I'm sitting inside. Yeah, fun fact: I lived behind the Triple S where Alton Sterling got shot to death at. So like, but I thought it was just like fireworks. So I'm staying indoors. Ever since that, I've kind of just been staying inside. I went grocery shopping. I'm good for the day. We're just gonna hang out. Like we'll hang out like every day's gonna be back to normal on Monday. Ugh, but yeah, bit of a gruesome lore there, and I apologize for that. Shoot, three people up in here still. I ain't gonna lie. I give out some serious props. A pub's like, oh crap, I'm not subscribed to a pub's life either. Hold on, let me change that. Uh, I thought I was. There you go. All right. So I do like dogs. There you go. And just like that, I am now part of the Pups Life community. Shoot, but man, I've been on for a little bit. I'm gonna probably like start streaming some gaming soon. I am getting tired, not tired, but starting to get a little. It's about to be like in 3 hours, and I kind of don't. I like to keep these short because I know some people like to watch the full thing, and I don't really. I know like people like to watch the rewatch and stuff like that, which I just think is kind of dope. So I'm gonna try to keep it a little under 3 hours if I can. Um, but as I have mentioned multitudes of times before, I am really glad that you guys definitely showed out with me. I'm going to go ahead and end it here because much love to each and every one single one of y'all who showed up. So remember, you are more than just an experience. You are more than just a person. You're an experience. You can either choose to be a good experience, a bad experience, a no experience. I definitely recommend being a good experience or no experience because why would you want to be a bad one and be a +2 to 10 on another person's bad day? I would really expect for you guys to actually do that. I would also recommend spreading peace and love. And if you can't spread peace and love, then spread nothing at all because sometimes people need a little nothing in their life with all the craziness that's going on lately. But remember, love, peace, and happiness to every single one of y'all out there. Be kind. Uh, be kind, rewind, and be kind again. That's going to be another one I'm going to use. I really do got to like start writing these out, trying to figure out how to like actually go about saying them. With that being said, just remember, just be kind, be cool, because it is hot out. Get it? But yeah, love and peace to every single one of y'all out there. And we will talk again next time. I probably might go live again. I don't know when, but it'll happen for sure. Thanks again. Be sure to like and subscribe. I really hate saying that. But yeah, like, subscribe. Also, up my view counts, please. I need the I need that sort of. But yeah, love and peace to all y'all out there, and we'll talk again. Okay, cool.